Welcome back to the Learn with Dylan channel. Today I am here again with coach Toddy, and we're in for a bit of a treat today. So Toddy is going to teach me how to improve my overall voice by reading a little bit of a paragraph out of this book, Letting Go. Hopefully you can see that there. So I've just selected a little paragraph that I'm going to read, and Toddy's going to show me tricks of the trade to help improve my overall voice while doing while reading this. Take it away, Toddy.
Love it. Todd, you're on. All right. Well, look, firstly, I think the best place to start with any vocal work is to do a little warm up, and we're going to do a very simple one, Dill. So you're going to take a nice big breath, yeah, and then I just want you to hum. All right. So just a big breath, and give me a hum on an M. Excellent. Well, that's a long hum. I love it. All right. So we're going to do that again. And this time I want you to sort of move forward, let your knees soften up. Yeah. Let your shoulders drop a little bit. Maybe you know where your rhomboids are at the back there? Yeah. Be aware of them. We're going to just take a big breath in, and just be aware of your breath filling your ribs. And we're going to let it come out our nose slowly over 4 seconds. And then repeat that process. Let that breath go into your feet and feel your feet on the ground. And then do that hum one more time. It's such a good sound. All right, so how did that feel to you in the comparison from the first hum to the second hum? Which one felt better or sounded better? Or was there any feeling?
The second one, I didn't really focus on the M part of the hum though, but I did feel like it was obviously more relaxed because.
Do you think it sounded different? Do you think it sounded different?
I'd say a little bit. Do you feel like it
Did
sounded
it?
different?
Yeah. Did it feel different?
I think so. Yeah. In
Yeah.
like a
So
more relaxed way.
yeah, and I guess that is the first part I'm trying to teach everyone about the voice is that to free the voice. Yeah, we don't fix the voice as such. We don't force sound. We rearrange the body. Yeah, I think great speakers and great singers, everyone wants to be like, how do you deal with nerves? Actually, you know what? Before I even go off on my tangent, let's do that one again. But this time, I want you to put your hand, so you're going to sit upright, get those rhomboids back. The rhomboids are your big muscles at the back there, everyone, for people who aren't aware. And then just put one of your hands on your rib, the other one just sort of under. Here we go. Just, yeah, ribs, and one on your belly. And do that breath pattern again. Big breath, and then slowly out through your nose over 4 seconds. And this time we're going to say the word hello. So one more breath. When you're ready.
Do I say it now? Just
yeah. When you're ready. Yeah. So let's do that breath pattern again.
So on the exhale, I'm saying oh. Is that right? Or
sorry, hello. I want you to say the word hello. Sorry,
hello. I didn't catch that. That's okay.
That's right. Yeah. So you're gonna hands on your ribs, hands on your belly, big breath in, and then exhale. Hello.
Hello.
All right. How did that feel?
It felt good.
Doesn't feel any different. Yeah.
It just come out in a more relaxed way.
Yeah. And again, we haven't done anything. we haven't done anything to trigger. If anything, we've kind of been like, oh, this is awkward, and we're triggering the nervous system, right? And I guess that's the point I want to try to make, is that speakers and singers all have nerves. Yeah, the best of us, or the best singers and the best orators and speakers, they learn to rearrange the body to essentially work with that nervous system as opposed to against it. So by just sort of putting our hands on our ribs and our belly and slowing our breath down, or controlling our exhalation, we're sort of giving safety cues, if you will, to the nervous system, and the voice will follow. All right. Now, I've always been a big believer in the science of the voice, and it follows your thoughts and it follows your feelings. You can tell a person's emotional state by how they sound. Like you can kind of tell straight away if my voice has gone a little bit softer, a little bit quiet. I could be tired, I could have a headache, I could be sick. You could be tell if I'm speaking quite elevated and loudly, that I might be a little bit excited or had a lot of coffee. Yeah, so the voice is there to communicate your thoughts and feelings. So when we are put into a position, Dill, to speak in front of other people, put on a podcast perhaps, or even just reading in front of people, something that's not that we don't feel comfortable with, your voice gives away those secrets of how you're thinking and how you're feeling. And I guess so it's my job to help people become aware of their body and those systems that are in play, and then instead of fighting against that, how to work with it so their voice still shines and they can get their point across. So why don't we start with, you brought a straw and a bottle of water?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So you know what? Before we even get into that, because I think it's really important for context to see development. So you're going to read that part of the passage for me now,
Yeah.
and then whatever comes out, and then we're going to go through a few steps. Yeah. So good on you for having some hydration. That's
Yeah.
well played. Yeah. And then we'll go through some steps, and we're going to reread it again, and then we can do some some performance coaching on it to make it more impactful. So when you're ready, mate.
All right. So again, this book is called Letting Go. I would highly recommend it if you've never seen it. I'm just reading a paragraph out of it. It's titled Opinions. So if we look at opinions, we will see that there are a dime a dozen. Everybody on the street has thousands of opinions on thousands of subjects, and their opinions change from moment to moment and are vulnerable to every passing whim of fashion, propaganda, and faddism.
All right, cool. All right. Straw.
Sure.
Water. Yeah. All right, what do you got there? You got a bottle or cup? All right, so yeah, open that up. How much water have you got in that?
It's basically full.
All right, take a good few swigs of it for me. Yeah, we sort of want it down, just mainly because I want you to start. You'll feel the level of resistance in a minute. You're very jittery at the moment too. I don't know. Maybe is that on me on my end, or your visual has started to go.
Oh, it might just be Riverside. It's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
I can still see clearly.
Yeah, cool. All right, so have about just drink a good swig of it. Where are we at there? All right, so so hard. It's hard for me to see, mate. Sorry. Look, just get the waterline down under the word Franklin. Yeah.
Okay.
Waterline under the word Franklin. Drink up, Dylan. All right. So what we're going to look at now is a thing called straw phonation, which is a semi-occluded vocal tract exercise, which is a wonderful way of describing that your mouth, your vocal tract is partially closed, semi-occluded, all right? And we're going to get the straw, put it into your water, yeah? Put it into water here.
Yep.
And then literally just without any vocalization, no phonation, I just want you to blow bubbles, okay? All right. Now, is your straw sort of down the bottom of the bottle?
No, it's like quite a big bottle.
Yeah.
You see that?
Oh, it is. It's a huge bottle. Yeah. All right. So now take the straw up to the. So did it feel heavy or light, or what was the feeling?
It felt pretty light, or moderately light, so not really
Right.
hard.
Okay. Can you put the straw further down?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Try that. Excellent. And how'd that feel?
Feels a little bit harder.
Yeah. Good. Now do it right at the top for me, buddy. Right towards the top there. And that one would feel a lot easier, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So where the depth of the water is essentially your different levels of resistance, all right? Now, when it comes down to resistance in your voice, there's no, it comes down to what you prefer, yeah? Like Goldilocks and the Three Bears, which one feels better at any given stage, all right? So now I want you to do that exact process again with an ooh, all right? You go, ooh, whilst blowing bubbles. But if it feels like you're working too hard down the bottom, take it towards the top. If it feels too easy, take it down towards that sort of middle section. Just going to get to like a comfortable spot, yeah?
Should I start at the bottom? Should I
Yeah,
start
sure.
way?
Whatever feels better, really. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where you start. It matters where you finish. And is there a preferred spot for you where you're like, oh, that
That you want it to feel like light? That you want it
no,
to
it not too light, not too heavy,
just
sort of
totally.
yeah, where it's just like it feels comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're not pushing too hard, or it's not like I don't understand what I'm feeling. So yeah, sort of in the middle. And keep that ooh. Are you doing an ooh? It's so hard to hear you, buddy.
Oh,
Are you
is
doing
it?
an ooh?
I am
Yeah.
doing
Are
an
you
ooh.
doing
Yeah.
are you doing an ooh at the same time, or is that just bubbles then?
I am doing an ooh. Yeah. Is it
All
really
right.
hard to hear?
A little bit, yeah. That's all right though. That's all right.
Let me just
We'll
adjust
keep.
this for a sec.
Sorry, say again.
I'll adjust this for a second. Uh, can you hear me?
Yeah. No, I can hear you, but all I could hear then were the bubbles, so I was just making sure that you were doing the ooh. So
Oh, okay.
like if you hear me, can you hear the phonation ooh as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I couldn't hear that then.
I'll
So
try. I'll try
yeah,
again.
thanks, man.
All right.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, all right, cool. So do you feel, because what I'm hearing is I'm not actually hearing the sound going in. I don't feel it's connected to the breath. Yeah, like I feel like you're whilst also. Does that make sense?
It does
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think
Which is
I just got to
like
train that.
no, but this is excellent. So because this is so straight away, a lot of people talk about breath support and talk about the voice and the breaks within it and whatnot. And this is a perfect tool to connect your voice to your breath. So we're going to persevere with this, all right? So
Yeah.
instead of doing a long one, I just want you to do like a little sort of, I guess, an explosive. Yeah, like a little puff. 3 puffs.
So I'm not doing the ooh. I'm not doing the o. Just puff.
Yeah, or like I still want to hear the ooh.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So I reckon that resistance is way too much for you. Yeah. So I reckon take your straw up to
Yeah.
the top for me. Yeah.
All right.
As much as you can. Yeah. So like that bottom section is like maybe
Yeah.
around there. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And try it again. All right. That's a better sound. Now do a long one. Ooh. Excellent. All right. Now I want you to do like a siren. All right. Sounds like this. Yep.
Aaron, this is what you get paid to do. Just teach people to. I love it. I had to
Oh
say
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Please continue. Yeah, you will be amazed. Yeah, bear
Yeah, I
with
know.
me,
I
mate.
know.
Bear with me.
No, I trust you. I trust you. I think it's
Yeah.
funny. So I'm doing a siren. Yeah.
Yes, please. Yep. Yep.
Wait. Wait. Can you show me again? I've forgotten. Can you show me what? Oh, okay.
Ooh. Yeah, up and down.
Ooh.
Do you see? Do you see how your bubbles are going away?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
your voice is disconnecting from your breath. Yeah. Like you're
yeah,
actually oh, you're going wide as opposed to in to the like your this is your doing.
yeah.
Without, yeah, and I really need you to try
I'll
to
try
put your
again.
voice
I'll
through
try
your
again.
straw. Yeah.
I'll try again. Ooh. Was it better? I felt like that was a bit
That
more
was it.
connected. Yeah.
That was a little bit connected. Yeah. How high can you go? Can you give me the sound of an owl? Not through the straw, just in general. Just what does an owl sound like, Dylan?
An owl?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Remind me.
What about a cooey? Can you do a cooey?
Oh,
Cooey.
cooey.
Ah, here's an interesting thing that's going on with your voice. Do you hear how your cooey is like higher than your speaking voice, but it's not cooey. It's
Yeah.
not that high.
It's
So yeah,
funny. It's
give me.
funny because I've always tried to do the cooey when you're out and and the echo, but I do
Yeah,
struggle to do it.
yeah. So I have a theory that there are two main. There are a lot of muscles, but the two main muscles for our voice. All right. Yeah, you would have maybe heard the terminology head voice and chest voice. Yeah,
Yeah.
chest voice is what we speak in. In fact, you put your hand on your voice now, a hand on your chest right now, and you say, you can say, Todd gets paid for teaching people how to blow through straws.
Todd gets paid
It's like
paid for teaching people how to blow through straws.
you feel those vibrations in your chest.
Yeah, yeah. I was
Yeah, all right,
laughing
that's
at
it.
the same time.
Yeah, but you can feel your chest voice. All right, now when you do your head voice, the vibrations disappear. Now, it is a different feeling, all right? So the chest voice or the thyroarytenoid muscles, they squash your vocal folds. So they're like fat and juicy, right? And that's what like 99% of the human race speak in. Yeah, if I was to then utilize my head voice, the cricothyroid muscle, yeah, it elongates and it makes them thin, kind of like pulling a balloon and letting air out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the head voice is. Ah, ah. And that's what, when you hear people talk about the vocal break, yeah, it's the swapping over between the muscles. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that you not being able to do a cooey up high, or your owl would sound like this. Hoo hoo. Yeah, it's the scariest owl ever. Yeah. It's because your chest voice is so dominant, yeah, and it happens with so many men, especially after puberty. Yeah, we just become chest dominant, and we don't really find a need to use flexibility for our voice. But why am I spending so long on this? Because when it comes to great speaking or great singing, we want to use the entirety of our voice, yeah, for impact or for performance, reasons. Like generally, the more tools you have at your disposal, the more confident you have. And if we don't have flexibility, then we lack pitch. If we lack pitch, then we kind of just get stuck in an Australian range and lower our soft palate, and we hardly use our mouth. And I'm just going to sort of speak like this, and then it becomes quite monotonal. And once upon a time, there were three little pigs, and do you know what I mean? It becomes really boring really quickly. So I guess, for all intensive purposes, using straw phonation, which is what we're going to try to do again. I'm going to persist. We're going to try, and I want you to imagine, instead of a cooey or an owl, I want you to imagine you're sliding down a cliff, or like doing a fall off a tall building. Ah! Ah! Through this, yeah? Just try that for me, buddy. You're like, what have I signed up for with this idiot?
What have
Man.
what have I got to? What have I got myself into on a Friday evening? Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm definitely learning something, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it again,
And
buddy.
your voice is a gift.
Ooh.
Your voice is a gift too. All right, so
Woo! And I want you to think of starting high and just falling down. Ah.
ooh.
All right. So let's try to get those bubbles happening again. Did you see or hear any bubbles then?
I think I
Yeah.
did. Yeah. Oh no, I thought of
Yeah.
no.
No. I'll show you again. Have a look. Yeah. Make sure there's no leaks, no air, and no sound coming out here, and no sound coming out our nose.
It's honestly like trying to think about how to do these sounds. I think it's because I
All
never
right,
really.
forget the sound. Forget the sound. Let's just make sure we've got the bubbles happening again, yeah? So I want you to forget the sound and just blow bubbles for me, yeah? Good. You've got a dog?
I do have a dog. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it ever whimper?
A little bit. Yeah. Oh, not too
Yeah.
much.
All right, but you understand that sound,
Yeah.
a dog whimper, all right?
Yeah.
I want you to start blowing bubbles and halfway through it add a whimper. Like this, yeah?
This could be a comedy show.
That's exactly. People are going to be like, what is this guy on about? Oh. Blow bubbles, yep. And then add your voice. Again. Excellent. Now put all that together. Ooh, ooh. Excellent. Now, how long can you do that? How long can you do that?
Ooh.
Go for like 5 seconds. Excellent. All right. Try it for 6 seconds and try and get higher every time. You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job, man. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Put that straw in your mouth, Dylan. You did it. Holy moly,
Yeah,
mate,
look
you
at
did it.
that.
All right,
I'm a
now,
singer
did
now.
you hear?
I should go to
Yes.
Australia's Got Talent.
Well, you're certainly an improved vocal user, yeah? Right away, because now you're accessing a muscle. And here's the thing, you can't see it. I'm like, how do I feel my head voice? How do you can only hear it, yeah? Can't see it, can't really feel it, can't smell it, can't taste it. You've got one sense, yeah? Which is why, and it's my job to, I guess, come up with analogies like dog whimpers and owls and jumping off mountains to help you come, or sirens, try that, try a police siren through the straw. Excellent. Did you hear the first couple?
Yeah, I felt like
Yeah,
I
and
didn't connect with the voice the first initial one.
yep.
I felt like I didn't really connect with my voice. Well, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, it
Oh,
is, but I want you to also imagine it's like this. The muscles you're trying to use have laid dormant for years. Like,
I feel
it's
my
not like
throat a
you
little
walk.
bit. I do feel
It's
my
not,
throat a
sorry,
little bit. I feel my throat a little bit.
your
My throat.
throat.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a good feeling. All right, what are you feeling in your throat?
Oh, like I'm just using it a bit.
Okay, and I think, look, that was possibly why spent so long to try to get you back through the straw, because you shouldn't. I don't want you to feel gripping, yeah, to make a forced sound. Yeah, remember the first thing I said is, like, if you want to, fix the voice, we rearrange the body, not like, yeah,
Yeah,
start making sounds up here. So, and also, are you left-handed or right-handed?
right-handed.
Yeah, and how long did it take you to get your pen license with your right hand?
I don't know. I can't remember.
A long time, yeah, from
Long time, yeah.
kindergarten into third or
Yeah.
fourth class, fifth. Yeah, I'm 50 and I've still got messy writing. All right, so and that's, I guess, what I want you to be aware of is now accessing that part, or that higher, range of your voice, is like going from, here's all this work, and now Todd wants me to do it with my other hand. Yeah, so most people when they sing, they're all these maladaptive techniques because they're trying to get the pen up into the head voice. Sorry, I'm trying to give you a visual.
No,
Yeah,
that's
over
fine.
here. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they're like, they use all these other muscles to get the pen over here. Yeah, like, take it, but it's actually easier to bring in the head voice earlier. Yeah. Does that make sense, to give you
That was amazing.
a little visual at the same
That
time?
was really good. Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's why people come to you.
That's why they pay me the big bucks,
Yeah,
Dylan.
that's it.
No, but just to give you an idea of, like, the world of voices is huge, and the science behind it is huge, and it keeps updating all the time. And um, yeah, it's one of those things that I love, I guess, talking about two people and getting them to understand and what we're doing right at the moment. So using a straw, you're like, why am I using a straw? Because we're actually really, mate, I think I spoke about it on one of our other podcasts, besides doing this safely because we're creating resistance. So I won't go into the science of back pressure and cushioning for the vocal folds, but everything we're doing is quite safe, working with this with your voice at the moment. Even if you felt a little bit throaty, which we can talk about again in a minute, but we're essentially coming up with new neural pathways, the process of neuroplasticity, by using an active method of engagement to, I guess, work out how to do something you don't know how to do yet. And over the last sort of 5 to 10 minutes, you went from and to now being able to go woo and do a siren. All right, and it might just be like, well, when am I ever going to use a siren? It's but it's more than that. We've now increased your flexibility vocally. All right, and if we can increase flexibility, we can then improve on pitch. And if we can improve pitch, we improve self-confidence when we're out talking to people. All right, or using in any given situation, whether you're on a podcast in future, because pitch is, it's one of those ways to or a tool that we use to engage an audience, whether it's singing or speaking. All right, so before we go into something else, I still want you to do that at least 3 more times for me, and I just want to see where that neural pathway is. So you're going to do that siren. Maybe try it from down to top. Ooh. See how that one feels? I'll give you an example. All right, so can you hear how it's not going into the head voice? Ooh. Try it from the top down. Ooh. And we've lost the bubbles again. I want you to imagine. I want you to, you know what? We're going to use a visual. I want you to imagine that your voice is held together or being pulled out the back of your head. Ah! And it's coming from the top of your head, down into your chest. Try that, I want you to think of that, whilst you're doing the straw phonation again for me.
Okay, so
the head, the voice is coming, it starts there. As opposed to
I'm going to make a meme on this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What did you expect that was going to happen?
I know.
Coming to a vocal lesson without singing. How do you work? We're just going to talk about. We're going to use some serious visualization.
Okay, so it's I think it's just like,
I want you to imagine your voice is outside behind you. Imagine someone is pulling. Imagine someone is pulling your voice out the back of your head, like on a fishing wire, or Spider-Man pulling your voice out the back of your head. Through the straw. Try it again. You got one of them in there. Did you hear it?
I think it's like when you say pulling, you just want to suck on the straw, obviously. So you got to do the opposite.
No, I don't want you to suck on the straw at all. I want you.
Yeah.
It was a very interesting podcast with Todd and Dylan. He ended up drowning. He drowned whilst straw phonating. It was very awkward.
All right.
All right, try it again. You're doing a great job, mate. Excellent. Now, how did you do that? How did you do that? What did you think about to make that happen?
I feel like I don't know. It's like I had to get the first part, and then the second part just naturally did it. So like the first, like breaking that pressure point or something, and then as soon as it broke that pressure point, then it went to the second phase.
They are two very, and it's an interesting terminology, yeah? Breaking the pressure point. So you're talking about a sensation of the top part of your voice that feels like, is that what you
Yeah, I
mean
think
by
so.
break?
I think so. It's like
Yeah,
it's the first initial part. It's like
yeah,
it was pushing pressure, and then it hits like a breaking point, and then when it hits that breaking point, then it does the deeper part.
yeah. So that's actually really wonderful. So you've never had a singing lesson in your life, have you?
No, I haven't. No.
No. Which that's mate, that is
Yeah.
completely fine. But I mean, this is what is beautiful about working with you in this respect. And kudos to you, very brave. Um, is that just that terminology is exactly right, and hearing someone who is not, I guess, a singer or never had a lesson to describe the terminology, it just means for me that we all have that similar experience or similar feeling. So what you're actually talking about is flipping, yeah, that head voice, yeah, which feels like back and loose and aloft and not connected, and then going over a breaking point, also known in musical terms as the passaggio, yeah, or the passage or the break. It's what like most it's what happens when it's what yodeling is all based on. It's also what singers talk about when they talk about using full voice or mixed voice or head voice. Pubescent boys learning to control, because most young boys are sort of speaking like that, and then all of a sudden testosterone hits, and they get the let's get a hi mum, I'm home from school. What happened to my boat? And then all of a sudden they get the cracks whilst they're trying to
Mm.
navigate the passaggio, or navigate the change in musculature that has occurred because of hormones and testosterone, all the sciencey things that if I go down that hole today, we ain't coming back. So I'm just going
Yeah.
to try to keep, because as bizarre as it feels, Dylan, you have achieved great things today. And you're like, well, I've just blown through a straw, Todd. Yeah, and we will read that excerpt again in a minute. But more importantly, mate, you have challenged yourself, all right? So you came here today with a comfort zone, and then all of a sudden, I'm taking you out of said comfort zone. You're like, what am I doing? I don't. So the fear zone straight away. I mean, if we look back over the video, there'll possibly be times where you're like, oh, actually, I was quite nervous there. I was quite anxious. Oh no, how did you feel when I was like, I can't hear the bubbles? You would have gone, oh, I'm not doing it right. Well, what does that mean? Well, that's actually on me though. I'm the coach, so it makes me look dodgy. Can't even coach a newcomer. Do you know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
need to be able to actually realize you've done huge things by going out of your comfort zone, maintaining your ability to keep on, or your persistence, your temperament, to go through your fear zone. You then head into the learning zone. So you're like, okay, yeah, it felt like this, and you have some sensory stuff happening. So you're already starting to form new neural pathways. And then after your learning zone, your growth zone. So I'm hoping after my spiel is done here, and I'm like, can you just do your head voice to chest voice again for me? Ooh, ooh. Go for it.
It's
Go for it.
sure.
Yep, yep, yeah. Let's just see what happens. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take that first one. Ooh,
I
yeah.
like
We now have we have the growth. Yeah, so we have success. So now the comfort zone grows. Yeah, okay. And you're like, oh, actually, I do have far more flexibility in my voice now. Can you, for the sake of the experiment, because I use straws and straw phonation with 99% of my students as a vocal warm up. Yeah, all my singers, it's efficient, it's quick, and I do about 3 to 5 minutes. We work on breath support and our range. Yeah, but the way it changes or helps you become comfortable with your voice is outstanding. So put your bottle down and then grab your excerpt again. And I would like you to reread that passage if you could.
Oh, I made a mistake.
Well, we've lost it. We've lost it.
Sorry.
It's gone. It's gone to God.
I just put it down and that's all right. We'll find it. Just give me 2 seconds.
It's completely, yeah. It was look. I mean, it was on opinions, wasn't it?
Yeah.
My dad has an interesting perspective on
Oh yeah.
opinions. Yeah,
No,
I hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind a bit of language in the podcast.
Yeah, of course.
He's
Yeah.
he's like opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. All of them are full of shit.
Yeah. I've heard of that one before. It is actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. We're
All right.
back. Back in action.
Go
I'm gonna
for it.
take a sip of water.
Nice and slowly. Little bit of a drink.
All right. Opinions. If we look at opinions, we will see them. Oh, we'll see that they are a dime a dozen. Everybody on the street has thousands of opinions on thousands of subjects, and their opinions change from moment to moment and are vulnerable to every passing whim of fashion, propaganda, and faddism.
Fantastic. All right. Now, you might, well, I'll just ask you, how did you feel from the first one 45 minutes ago to what you just did then?
Well, I
And
just
you can
felt
be completely honest. You can be like, I have no idea. It felt exactly the
I
same, Toddy.
I do feel like I've warmed up my voice. I feel like that
Yeah.
is like a definite.
Everything was slower, far more resonant,
Oh,
and there was
resonant, resonant. Yeah, I would agree with that.
your voice was fuller,
Yeah, yeah, I would
more
agree with that.
present, far more present. And although it's hard to reassess, I guess, in the now, but it'll be very interesting when you go back and edit this podcast. And I'm sure all of the viewers who have subscribed to the channel and watch this most entertaining podcast, Dylan,
Yeah, look at that.
they will hear the difference too, mate. Yeah. And I guess this is like, this is like step one in a journey of,
Mm,
how to improve your voice. You don't get your black belt on day one. You learn to do a push up, you learn to touch your toes, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into getting your black belt, and it takes years. Yeah, singing or even great speaking, I would suggest is similar. Yeah, but it's never too late. So just making a start is the best thing anybody can do. Now, I kind of got stuck on straw phonation a lot, but I kind of loved how organic the podcast became, because straight away there was an element that I wanted to help you with. I wanted to
mm,
fix. But I would encourage anyone who watches this, including teachers. I don't know what the percentage is. It's something ridiculous in the UK. Like 43 or 44% of teachers who have sick leave in the UK are having sick leave because they lose their voice.
mm,
That's a fact. That is a fact. So, straw phonation is one of the biggest. It's a bit of a buzzword. It has been for a few years, but it is one of the best ways to, and again, as long as you've seen an ENT,
mm.
and don't want to start, going down that whole, diagnostic sort of path. But if you're just like fatigued at the end of the day, and you're like, oh, my voice is tight and sore, a straw in water,
Mm.
and up and down for 3 minutes, ooh, and it's everywhere. You can Google straw phonation on, YouTube, and you'll come up with like 1,000 different clicks and whatnot. And now us as well. Little straw
Look at that.
phonation exercise still, hey? Yeah, but look, I have consumed your time. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask me
Mm.
out of that experience that you've kind of went through? Like, because I just kind of kept on drilling you, I guess, and going through it without really many stopping points. So
Yeah, no, I honestly feel like just because I know this is being recorded, there is that level of pressure of
yeah,
yeah, it's like a performance. I don't want to say anxiety, but it is actually a thing. So it is going to be harder to obviously do the do the exercises properly because of the knowing that this is going to be recorded.
yeah. But did you find as you went through the process with me that you started to forget about the recording and
I
just
did,
focus
yeah,
on?
I
Yeah,
did start to feel more comfortable, and I
yeah,
know I can access those ranges like
yeah,
you've shown me. It is
yeah,
obviously it's just a learning thing on my side, like doing it more
mm,
often. But
yeah,
I definitely can access like what you're teaching me. I've just got to just got to understand how to access it.
yeah. And you, mate, you did a. I thought you did an amazing job. Like, do you? I mean, and again, without throwing you under the bus, I would try after this podcast. I really want to do it now, just for the sake of it. But yeah, try to do a cooee again. Yeah, but
Cool.
using the same sort of mental stimuli or visualization that you did with the straw. So the back and the cooey as opposed to cooey cooey. You whatever helped
I'll
you
try.
get
I'll try.
the. You're going to go for it.
Yeah.
All right, and imagine the starting at the back though. Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Coo, coo.
It's it's cool. I
I
gotta
love it. I
say,
love it. But
it's so
can I
just
also
like doing this in
can
the
I also
bedroom.
say this though? I also say this. For me, failure
Yeah.
is success in progress. Yeah, and the more times you allow yourself or give yourself permission to attempt something, even if you're not getting it right, that like the fact that you did it, then you're like, no, that's not right. I'm going to try it again. That's not right. That's awareness. Yeah, I mean it. I mean it. So why don't we give it one more go? But this time, I want you to put your arms, yeah, at the back of your head, yeah, yeah. So touch the back of your head like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it ain't happening. It ain't happening, mate, and that's
Oh.
okay. What about try a siren? Try a siren, police siren, with your hand at the back of your head. That's all right. You can edit this part out anyway, mate.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
You can do it. You can do a wrap up and but it's just interesting to see. Look at that. That was it.
That
That
was
was
good.
it, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Do it again and have your hand up there, and you'll feel there's no vibrations.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
mate. I might look. It
I
might
actually felt
always. I
that.
get.
I did feel the difference there. And I didn't
Yeah,
have any movement here. And at the
that's
end
it.
of it, I could hear a little, maybe it was that cracking. Like it's like
Yeah,
because my
which
voice
is
has never done that.
the muscles, going where do I, working out who's in control now, and that is pitch, yeah, and that is that is one aspect of becoming an occupational voice user or a professional singer or an actor or just a better informed vocalist, yeah, which I think all of us can afford to do at some stage, yeah. And yeah, the body awareness, the fact that you're like moving these aspects of your body and the voice follows as opposed to forcing a sound using visual images, like that's what it's all about, mate. That is exactly what it's all about. And that I is, yeah, how I spend my days with all sorts of clients from the age of gosh, one of my youngest is a 4-year-old. One of my oldest is a 78-year-old. So, you know, yeah, yeah, I'm proud of you, man. Like,
Awesome.
I
Appreciate it.
get like it's hard. It's hard. I get it. It is like like it's emotionally and mentally hard and challenging. Yeah, you're like, oh no, but it comes down to that comfort zone and being able to grow it, which you did really successfully, mate. So yeah.
Awesome. All right.
This is not what I expected this
I
podcast to
know.
be. This is like
No,
all these.
it turned out to be a great podcast. Script. All right.
Extra notes, but yeah, none of them were needed, mate. Yeah.
That's right. All right. Well, thanks, Toddy. I really appreciate you taking the time. I did learn a hell of a lot today, and I would be really keen to do another one with you sometime soon.
Oh, I plan to, mate. I plan to. Yeah, yeah. No, I know exactly where we'll be starting. But yeah, now you've started with this.
Yeah.
Stick with it. Yeah, stick with it. And like, it would be amazing. Like, I challenge you. Yeah, if you were to do that every day for a minute, 2 minutes, and then we meet up again in, like, say 2 weeks. Yeah,
That's a good
and
idea. Let's do that.
it would be really interesting to see the difference in your ability,
Let's do it.
okay, and your functionality and how
Yeah.
you feel about your voice. But and I mean it, yeah, like 1 to 2 minutes a day, mate. Yeah,
Sick.
just
All right.
up and down. You know, yeah,
Well, it's
yeah,
it's funny because I'm doing. I downloaded an app from another communication coach. Do you
yeah,
remember Reese? We had
yeah,
on. So he's teamed up with a guy, and they've created an app which uses AI to analyze your voice and helps you
yeah,
become a better speaker. And
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen some videos. I've put some videos up recently. I'm on day 3, where you're talking. You're doing a talking video for 60 seconds,
yeah,
and you're trying to remove as many filler words as possible. You try
yeah,
not to do any edits or anything like this. So I
yeah,
can actually add this on, and it will help everything. So I'm doing
yeah.
the speaking thing, and then I'm doing this as well.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I love it.
All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, message me in 2 weeks, and we'll catch back up, and we'll reassess how the experiment has gone.
Awesome. All right, Toddy.
Cool.
Let's
All
do
right,
it.
mate.
Catch you
Good
later.
luck with your editing.
I will. No, honestly, I don't think I'll edit too much. I feel like it was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, cool. All right, good. All right,
All
I'm
right.
proud of you, kiddo. All right, see
All
you,
right.
mate.
I'll leave you to it. Okay. Bye.